So today we're talking about the Soaiy light projecting lamp. That's right, the light projecting lamp. This is a kind of like a northern lights projecting lamp. It's very cool looking. It has a built-in speaker that you can hook up a phone to or a tablet through a 3.5 aux cord, and that's cool. You can play music through it. This one happens to be black, but it appears it comes with a white one too, so you can get it in white and black. So what are we going to do? We're going to open this box. We're going to see what's inside. We're going to check this puppy out. So don't touch that dial. Stay right here as we check out the Soaiy light projecting lamp.
Okay, people, now it's time for another edition of What's in the Box. What's in the box? Soaiy. I think it's pronounced Soaiy. Soaiy. Light projection lamp. Light projection lamp. It's white or black with a remote. Projector cover, lampshade, speaker, volume on and off. So let's open the box. Cue the music, Phil. Alright, we have a remote control. A USB cable, proprietary, a power block, a 3.5 aux cord, an instruction manual, an information card, and the light itself. That's pretty cool looking. Here's the shade. Here's the light cluster itself. So the 3.5 aux cord goes right here. The power supply connects to it right there. And then on the button, on the front, we have plus minus, and then looks like an on and off. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to test this puppy out and see how it works.
Okay, so here's the Soaiy. I think that's how it's pronounced, S-O-A-I-Y, light projecting lamp. So you can see the remote control here. It has a few different features on it.
You have power, and then on the front of this little remote control, let's take a look here. We have power, rotate on and off, light pattern, and Aurora on and off. Aurora, that's really cool. And then you have different levels of brightness, 30%, 60%, and 100% right here. You have volume, you have a timer, and you can set the timer on and off. You have a volume up and volume down. And then we have 1 hour timer, 2 hour timer, 4 hour timer. Or you can just let it run. So there we go. In front of it we have a power on and then a plus and minus for the volume. So right there. So let's use the remote and let's turn this puppy on. So there we go. That's the light on with the shade. But that means that it's reflecting within the shade and giving you minimal light around the top of the roof. So the shade, you can see the patterns in it in the top of the shade. That's pretty cool, and if you ran through the patterns, you can change the light pattern with the remote. And there you go. So you get some different patterns, as you can see from this sucker right here. Alright, and this button is for the Aurora. Now, I just turned it off so you can't see it in here, but we're going to need to take a look at it in a different fashion because right now it's rotating the light. There is no Aurora light going into the shade. Now we've added it.
So let's change our perspective here. Let's take this piece off. And now you have the lens underneath here. You can see that lens right there. See the lens right there. And in that lens, let's say we'll turn the Aurora effect off and then we'll change the light pattern. So here we go. A few different light patterns. There's some greenish. There's that. Then we have some blue greens for like holiday colors. Then we have our green and red. And then we have red, green, and blue. And back to red. So that's cool too. All right, let's turn the rotation off. Let's turn the power off so we can look closer. You can see it has a multifaceted type of lens on it. And that lens turns over a series of LEDs and lasers. So from what I can see here, there is 3 lasers here. 1, 2, 3. And then there looks to be 4 LEDs inside. All right. So there we go. So now let's take a look at it in its full glory. So in order to do that, we need to shut the lights down. So let's shut everything down here. Let's change our perspective on this camera right here. Come on. All right, so you can see from the perspective of the cameras, the light show that it's giving off. So right here, you can see the different lights that it's giving off. And that's pretty cool, the light show. I mean, if you really take a look at that, if I was a younger kid, maybe preteen, teenager, even a grown adult who likes cool stuff, you could use this to put in your holiday room, by your fireplace, in your child's room, and you would get this neat, cool light effect at the same time. That's freaking awesome looking, isn't it? Let's change. Now we're into the red with the red Aurora. You can see the lasers just kind of twisting through. That's freaking awesome looking. Let's move it a little bit and see if we can center that on that camera. And let's turn this camera. There we go. All right. And then let's do this effect. So now we have like a green with a blue and a red mixed into it. And it's flashing. This is the auroras just turn. The lasers just turn and twist throughout. Pure red here. That's freaking sick looking. I just dimmed it. So here is 30% dim. Here's 60%. Pushing the right button. It's dark in here. And here's 100%. 100% is badass. Here's your red and green like Christmas. Look at that. Frickin' badass. There's your red and blue. Northern lights. Here we go. In your own house. Red and green with a little bit more red, and it rotates slowly through that process. Puts a little blue into it now. Rotates back. That's freaking awesome. now we have a little bit more white added into it. That's cool. All right, so the final thing we want to test is the sound. All right, so now you got to see the Soaiy light projecting lamp. It has multiple features. You can play it through, attach your phone through the 3.5 aux cord and play music through it. The speaker is kind of small, but it would be good for good background music or something that you may want to do as you're going to sleep. The shade itself gives you a nightlight effect, but when you have it off, that's when this thing truly is kind of cool. The patterns it puts on with the lasers on the ceiling are freaking awesome, along with the blended lights. That's cool looking. So if you like stuff that just kind of is flashy and sparkly and stuff like that, that is awesome. This area here is also adjustable, so you can direct it in different ways. You just move it back and forth like so. It doesn't use batteries. It plugs into a USB charger, just a standard 5-volt charger. So, and it comes with that charger, so you don't have to get any special tools. And it uses a proprietary plug into that USB charger. It uses a standard 3.5 aux cord for music, and then you can control it with functionality here on the front, but you get more functionality with the use of the remote control. If you're interested in the Soaiy light projecting lamp, I put a link below where you can find it, along with all the specs and details. This is Bruce with Hunsaker Home Hacks. Please subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell for future notifications. Share me with a friend and on social media. And I will see you soon.